If you enjoy the stories I share here, please help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Your support keeps these stories alive and means more than you know. It all started on a stormy Friday night. I trudged through the front door, drenched from the relentless rain, craving warmth, or even just a familiar smile. Instead, the house felt colder than the downpour soaking my clothes. My wife, Emily, was curled up on the couch, eyes glued to her phone as if it contained her entire world. She didn't glance at me when I stepped inside. "I'm home," I said, shaking the water off my sleeves as I hung my coat. She muttered, barely raising her head. It had become our routine. 8 years of marriage, and somewhere along the line, the fire we once shared had burned down to embers. But lately, there was something else. The late nights she never used to take. The secretive texts. That smile reserved for her screen but never for me. The way she hid her phone the moment she heard me enter. I wasn't imagining it anymore. Something was wrong. I sat across from her, watching the faint glow of her screen illuminate a smile I didn't recognize. "What's so funny?" I asked lightly, her head jerked up, expression flattening. "Oh, just a stupid meme." I nodded, pretending to buy it, but my gut twisted. For weeks, I had been connecting the dots. The hushed calls, sudden overtime, the distant behavior she didn't bother hiding. Emily was keeping something from me, and I already knew exactly what it was. That night, as she slept beside me peacefully, I lay awake in the dark, staring at nothing and wondering how our marriage had eroded without my noticing. I considered confronting her, forcing the truth out, but deep down I knew even the truth wouldn't fix anything. She had already drifted somewhere else, away from me. By morning, my decision was clear. If Emily was done with us, then I was done too. But I wouldn't argue. I wouldn't plead. I wouldn't let her see me break. I would walk away quietly, letting the silence speak for me. Over the next week, I prepared. A few belongings moved to my office for work. Half our joint savings transferred to my account. A friend she barely knew agreed to let me stay until I got settled. Every night I lay beside her, listening to her breathing, wondering if she noticed anything different. She didn't. She was lost in her own world, coming home late, smelling of someone else's cologne, smiling at messages she never shared with me. Then the day came. I returned home early to finish packing. The house was silent. Our bedroom looked like a museum dedicated to a life that no longer belonged to either of us. Wedding photos, souvenirs, old love notes. Everything felt distant, like it belonged to someone else's story. I wrote her a letter, not because she deserved it, but because I needed the closure. "Emily, I've loved you for 8 years, but I can't pretend everything is fine. I know about the other man, and I've known for a while. I tried to understand, tried to forgive, but I can't stay in a place where I'm not wanted. I hope you find what you're chasing, but I'm done. James." I left it on the kitchen counter, grabbed my bags, walked out, and never looked back. The next few days were a blur. I stayed with my friend Mark, adjusting to the emptiness I had stepped into. Stupidly, I expected her to call, to ask where I was, to show even a hint of concern. But my phone stayed silent. A week passed, still nothing. That's when it hit me. She hadn't even realized I was gone. Mark tried to distract me. Drinks, new faces, anything to take my mind off what I had escaped. But the hurt lingered. Then one evening, my phone buzzed. "Emily." My heart jumped, expecting remorse, an apology, a hint of regret. Instead, "Hey, did you move some of your stuff? I can't find your laptop." That was it. "No, where are you? No, are you okay?" Not even a trace of concern. I stared at the screen and let out a bitter laugh. She finally noticed. I handed the phone to Mark. "That's unreal. What are you going to do?" he asked. "Nothing," I said. "Let her figure it out." Weeks passed. I moved into my own apartment, focused on work, reconnected with people I had lost touch with. And for the first time in years, I felt light, unburdened, free from lies, neglect, and the feeling of always being second. Then one night, a knock at my door. Emily stood there, eyes red, cheeks streaked with tears. "James," she whispered, voice shaking. I didn't realize. I didn't understand. I screwed up." "Didn't realize what?" I asked coldly. "That you were gone. That you knew. That I ruined everything." I crossed my arms. "What do you want, Emily?" "I want another chance," she cried. "I want us back. I'll do anything, counseling, therapy, whatever it takes. Please." I exhaled, anger and sadness twisting together. "It's too late," I said. "You didn't just cheat. You made me disappear long before I walked out. And now you expect me to return as if nothing happened? I can't." Her sobs followed me as I closed the door gently. I leaned against it, swallowing my own tears. I cried enough for both of us. Months passed. Emily tried to reach out a few more times, but I ignored every message. She had her chance and threw it away. In her absence, I learned something essential. Leaving was the best decision I ever made. Healing took time, but I found myself again. And sometimes moving forward means letting go of what you held on to the longest.